One, two, three, four, five. We have five sheets on this data set, right? So for me, what I will do first is I'll first of all filter on all the column. To do that, I use a short key, which is Control Shift L, to filter on everything, so I can get to see what my data looks like. So with this, I can see that no blank data on my order ID. From my order date, I have no blank. Ship date, you would see that we have 2018 to 2014 to 2018. Okay. Then the ship mode, you would see that we have first class, same day, no blank spaces. Now, when you see this on my row 19 rather, this hash hash hash, what you just do is that you have to expand it. Now it's showing me the full value. So looking at the customer whatever, I have this also, no blank spaces. So like that, like that, like that, like that. You check if there are blank spaces there. So for me, since I see that this data set is actually clean, so what I do is I love to convert it to table if I'm working with my Excel. So Control T. Now you're asking me my table has header. Yes. Then I click OK. Once I have that, I have my table, right? So because of I'll be working with relationships and I'll be building models with this data set, I would rename my table. Now, if I stay on any of the cell on the table, I go to table design. So can you see that? Hope I'm not too fast. Okay. Okay. I go to table design. Now you see this rename table. So I want to rename this table as, since it is order, I'm renaming it as order table. Okay. Now let's go to the second sheet as an this should be our customer sheet. So the best thing, instead of me to filter, I just create my table, Control T, I press enter, then I rename this also. This will be my customer table. Okay. So moving on to the sales rep, you press Control T, my table has header, then I change this to sales. Let me just say sales table, so I don't have a lot of this thing. Then we go to product, same thing, Control T, you press enter, then you rename this also. Let's rename this as product table. Then we move to location. Yeah. So for location also, I press Ctrl T, enter, and I rename this also as location table. So now our tables are set. So I was talking about building relationships. We have primary keys and we have foreign keys, right? A key, no, we have primary and we have foreign key. A primary key, when you say primary key now, it is primary key on its own table. But what? When you allow creating a relationship with another table, it becomes a foreign key. That is on the table, it is a primary key. But moving on to, if you are building a relationship with another table, if it appears on another table, your primary key becomes foreign key. So do you understand that? So now let me take a practical example of what I just said. So look at this now. We have order ID and we have order date. And we also have, okay, let me start with customer. So let's look at our customer sheet now. We have customer ID, we have customer name, and we have the segment. Now I want to build a relationship between this sheet and the other sheet. Do you get what I'm saying now? So and looking at this, we have customer ID and customer name. So what do you think is the primary key in this data set? Customer ID, thank you. And this is our main table. This is our fact table now. Now let's look further. You see that we have customer ID on this our other sheet too, right? So what I do is if I want to build relationship, I get a book and a biro. I write them down. Okay. On other sheets, I have customer ID moving to customer ID. That will be my first relationship, right? Okay. Okay. So what I'm saying is, let me just create a sheet here. We have other sheet, and we have customer sheet, right? So now what I'm saying is on our other sheet, no, let me start with customer ID now. Customer sheet now. Let me stay on customer. We said our primary key is what? Customer ID, right? Right? So we have customer ID. From our others sheet, we have customer ID too. So you know that you are building relationship between other ID from your other sheet with other ID from the customer sheet. Do you get that now? So for that, so customer ID will come to customer ID. That will be our first relationship. That is these two, they are the relationship between others and customer. Do you get that? Okay. Now, but because this is our fact table, customer ID is a primary key here. When you carry it to your customer sheet, it becomes a foreign key. Do you get that? It is a primary key here, but when it goes to that is the table you have. Okay, I think when I'm building the relationship, you would see it, you get it clearly. So let me just continue. Do you get that? Because Excel actually have where it tells you this is primary and this is foreign when you are building relationship. So that's way, they say something you see, you get it quickly, right? Okay. So the sales rep now, we have sales rep, we have sales team, and we have sales team manager. Going back to our fact table, let's look at what we have here. We have sales rep here. Let's look. So we see that that's the only relationship between the two. Sales rep appears here and it also appears here. So that will be the relationship we are building between the two tables, right? Okay. Now going forward to product table, we have product ID, category, subcategory, and product name. Moving back to our fact table, you would see that we have product ID, right? So you are building relationship between product ID from your product table and product ID from the others table. Is that clear? Okay. So on location table, we have location ID, city, state, postal code, and region. On our others table, what do we have here? Let's see. We have location ID, right? So now we'll be building relationship between location ID from our others table and location ID from our locations table, right? So let's go straight to building our relationship. So to build a relationship, you go to data. Once you go to data, you go to relationships. Can you see my cursor? Okay. So once you click on relationship, you click on new. Now it's asking you from what table. I'm picking everything. No, all our relationship are coming from what table? From others table, right? Can you hear me? Okay. So now, at the beginning of the session, when I created my table, I said I want to rename my table first, right? So this is the advantage of you renaming your table. Had it been I didn't rename my table, I would just have table one, table two, table three, table four. It will not be difficult for me to know what table is order table, what table is customer table, what table is sales rep table. But since I've renamed it, I already know that okay, I'm working with order table and the related table. We are working with the customer table first, right? So now from the from your order table, what are you picking? Which is our what? Can you see that I said column foreign? Did you get that? So what is the foreign key on this table that is primary on its own table? We are working with customer ID. It will be customer ID. So now customer ID is primary key on its own table, but becomes a foreign key on other table. Did you get that now? A key is primary on its table, but becomes foreign on another table. Did you get that trick? Okay. So you click on OK. Now we have our first relationship. You create another relationship. Click on new. Everything coming from other table. Now the next one is sales rep table, right? We click on sales rep table. And from sales rep, I think the foreign key there is sales rep and our primary key is sales rep. If I'm not wrong, you click on OK. Another relationship coming from other table to I think the next one is product table. So we look for product table. Now for product table, I think it is product ID and the primary key is also product ID. Okay. So we click on OK. Oops. Now the next thing, you click on new, you click on location. No, sorry. Coming from other table, the related table is location table. I think location, the foreign key is location ID and the primary key is location ID. That okay. So you can look at this now, digest this before I move to the next. Any questions so far? Any question? Okay. So I can move on, right? Can I move on? So because I'm sharing my screen or because I'm out of my screen, I can't really know how many people is left on the call. So if in the absence of no question, you quit this, then we want to start working with our pivot chart. We want to build charts between these data sets, right? So the first thing you do, you stay on any row. Okay, I think someone. Okay, okay. So you stay on any of the column. You go to insert. You go to pivot table. You click on pivot table. Now, once you click on your pivot table, we've created relationship between the tables. You have to say, you have to click on this, add this data to the data model. Did you get that? It is very, very compulsory. If you did not click on this, okay, you want to say something? Okay, let me quit it and do it again. I said, now we want to build chart. We want to create our chart now. You stay on any of the column here. Once you stay on the column, you go to your insert. You click on insert, click on pivot table. Now it will tell you choose where you want this pivot table report to be placed on new worksheet. Yes. Now Choose whether you want to analyze multiple tables. Definitely, we are analyzing multiple tables, and we've created relationship between the multiple tables, right? Sorry, I need your feedback. Okay. So with that, you have to click add this to the data model. Then you click on OK. That is it. Now, if you look at the pivot table field, we have active and we have the all. This active is telling us that we build the pivot table on other table, but we're not working with just other table. We are working with like 5 tables. So what you are going to do now is you click on this all. Once you click on all, it brings out all the tables. Can you see that now? So this is another advantage of you renaming your table. It will appear here as what I renamed them as. So what are we doing? What will be our first what's it called now? What will be our first chart? What are we analyzing? Those are your questions. What do you want to solve? What question? What answer? Blah 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 blah. Stuff like that. So let me start with let me see from other table. I want to see. Okay, let me go to product table. I want to see the category. Now, looking at this drag between areas, now we have rows and we have value, just like Power BI. So we are moving category to rows, and I want to put them together with sales. You drag sales to value. So we have this. I do tell people working with Excel is very, very stressful because everything you will do, you be the one to do it yourself. Not like Power BI. So here now, I click on this, you right click, now it's just showing as numbers, it's not showing as value, it's not showing as money itself. Having 741,999.7999 doesn't make any sense. So I right click on it, you click on number format, you click on currency, decimal space. Let me just leave it on with one decimal space. Now it's telling you it have a comma, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Then you have your okay. Automatically it's changed everything, right? So now we only have how many? One, two, three. Three categories. So the question is what chart? Now let me ask the question. What chart do you feel would best present this data set? Okay. That's Jimmy, if I'm not wrong, right? Okay. Loba, what chart do you think is would best suit this data? Is she still here? Let me see. Uh, okay, so what chart do you feel is would best analyze this? Okay, so we have row label furniture on our category now. We are working with the product category. And looking at the product category, we see that just they have just 3 categories, which is furniture, office supplies, and technology. So, and we see that the sum of sales for furniture is 741,000 dollars. Then for office supplies, $719. Then from technology, that's $836. So with this, we see that technology has the highest sales, yes, but we want to put it in a chart. So what charts do you feel we would best analyze this? I'm waiting for you. you there? Loba, are you still there? I asked you a question. You've not answered me. Away. Yes. What chart do you feel we should use here? Okay. So, since I have just three, I'll be using Donut chat. So you can mute your mic. Is that okay? So, you're presenting to everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to my pivot chart. Sorry, that just distracted me. You go to pivot table analyze. You click on your pivot chart and click on pie chart. I love to use donut chart. Yeah. Click on OK. Oops. Wow. Then I have to be faster now. Let me just increase this. So we have this. Let me just do everything at once. Yes. So I don't need this. This sum of sales doesn't make any sense. You remove it. Hide value field on chart. That is it. This category, I don't really. I'm not sure I need category. So you click on this plus sign. Once you click on that, click on data label. Remove legend, please. Yes. Excuse me. Now this thing is not making sense yet, right? So you have to click on the data label itself. You right click, then you say format data label. Now, when you click on your format data label, you look at your left hand side of my screen. Now we have format data label tab. Now, what I want to do is what I want to do is I want to add category name exactly with the value. That's all. So with this, I can move this here so people would see it. I can also move this here. Move now. Yeah. And I can also move this here. Exactly. So now we have to rename this. We are renaming this as what? Let's say sales by category. I love to be it in cap. Sales by category. I have to boot this too. Okay, so we have this. I think we are done with this now. So the next thing, excuse me, let's rename this sheet. We rename it as what? Sales chart. No. Let's name it category chart. Okay. So we have that now. We now go back here again. You click on your insert, click on pivot table, add this data to data model. You click on OK. Now the next thing we want to analyze is what? You click on all. We want to see um we want to see let's go to sales by month now and year. So that will be from our where do we have dates? Let's go to order table. We have our order date. Yes. So I'm dragging order date to rows. I lap this. Then I go to my oh okay. Then I go to sales. Okay. So we have other dates and we have sales. But when you look at these other dates, it has not grouped it into hierarchy. They are not in hierarchical form now. So it is now left for you to do the hierarchy. Though sometimes it is always very, very crazy. So you go to group, you click on group. Now, I want to group by what? I think I just want to group by, that should be by, let me see. I want to group by month. Yeah, just by month. Let's click on OK. Let's see what we have. Okay. So if I group by month, I have this. Now, as I told you, for your sum of sales, you be the one to do that yourself. Number format, currency, one decimal place, then okay. All right. Then we go to our pivot chart. From our pivot chart, since we are working with dates, we will be using line graph, right? So you click on OK, bring this here, you can drag it. Okay. So all of this, you have to what's the word to use now? Make use of your space. I don't need all of this. So I'll just hide them from my field. Even this total, I don't need it. I would just, okay, I think I'll remove that from data label. So from here, from legend, I remove the legend. Yes. Then what else do I want to do? If I'm moving legend, um chart, okay. The grid lines. Let's remove the grid lines. Doesn't make any sense. What else? I feel that's all. Yeah. So just for you to rename it, that will be sales by month and year. Sales by month and year. Both this. So we have this. Now, I remembered something now. Working with that segment, since we are working with Superstore, I think we have where profit is or something, something. I'm not really sure. So let's go back to our, let me rename this first. This will be our eighth chart. Okay, let's go to our category chart. I want to change this chart. I want to add more to this chart. I want to add profit to it. And if I want to add profit to it, I would love to use my bar chart. Yes. So I want to put more thing to it. So let me click on this now. I want to add profit. Where do we have profit? So I want to see what segment or what category has the highest profit. You get what I'm saying? And I'll not be able to use my pie chart again. You see, I have two donut charts, which doesn't make a sense. So I go back here, I go back to this, and I would love to use this. Yes. Delete this. So we have this now. So do you understand what I just did now? Okay. So I'm removing all of this. I don't need them. Okay. You click on here. Let's add title. No, chat title. Where is it? Where the hell is chat title? Okay. What else? Grid lines. Let's remove our grid lines. Let's remove legend. What else? Should I remove legend? Since I'm working with profit and um, let's add back our legend. So people would understand that sum of profit is the one that carries the orange, while the sum of sales is the one that carries the blue. So I think that makes sense. Yeah. And I want to remove this now from my axis now. This axis, I want to remove the vertical. Yes. And I want to add data label to it. So adding my data label is not still vivid. So you have to pick, where do you want your data label to be? Is it inside center, data callouts, more options? So I think I would love it to be um yeah, this makes sense. So we have this now, chart title. So this would be, it will now be sales and profit by product category. By product category. Okay. Yeah, so I feel I'm done with that now. Yep. So we are done with this too. Let's go back to our other table. Insert, pivot, add this to my data label. Okay. So what else do I want to analyze? I want to analyze sales and profit by, since we have category and we have subcategory. So let's work with the subcategory now. Subcategory, I think it should be on our let me see. You click on all, product table, we have subcategory, okay? So you drag your subcategory, I mean. Then on our other table, we are doing this with sales and profit. Yep, sales and profit. So again, you have to format this number format, currency, one decimal place. Okay, you have to do the same thing with this. And also, you might get it wrong. Look at this sign now. If you don't have this plus sign, if you right click, it gives you another option. If it's just like this, if I right click, you see, it's not even going. Did you get that now? But you have to stay in the middle. Can you see that the sign has changed now? The cursor has changed sign. Did you get that? Are we still here? Okay. So what I'm saying is, look at, can you see my mouse? Okay. Now this is where I want to format. If I should click it here, it's showing the sign has changed. It's showing as what? It's showing as if I want to drag, right? If I right click on this, you see I'm right clicking, nothing is popping up. Can you see? It's telling me that what? I'm not on the cell yet. Now let me move up a bit. Can you see it has changed to plus sign? Now if I right click, then you can see the number format. Because most times people call me that I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it. So you have to be cautious of the sign too. Okay, so we have this. So with this, since we have more more subcategory, what chart do you feel best describes this? I think I would love to use my bar chart. Yeah, bar. Okay, you click on OK. So one thing about Excel bar chart, it does not do it accordingly, or ascending or descending order. You'll be the one to do that yourself. So with that, you click on it. You see, I just click on the chart now. You right click, you sort from smallest to largest. Can you see that now? You cannot see my screen again. It has moved here. Oh. Okay, okay, let me delete it. Now, can you see my screen? Okay. So you go to pivot chart, you go to pivot. I want to use bar chart. Can you see my screen? I think I need to be confirming now. Okay. Click on OK. Oh shit. I think because I've done it, it's oh okay. Let me delete everything. So you have to see the way I did it. Okay, there's no need of me deleting. You click on this on your chart, one of the charts. Did you see that? Once you right click, you click on sort. Now, if I'm sorting it by largest to smallest, now it will see it will change. But this doesn't make sense. Though it makes sense, but I don't like it like this. I love it to be descending order, right? So I can still right click again, then I sort from smallest to largest, something like this. Now, with this chart, what can you observe? Look at the interest on all the subcategory. What do you observe? Look at this chart now. Our sum of profit is having the orange bar. Now look at the whole subcategory: phones, chairs, storage, table, binders. Now, what do you notice with the profit? I want you to think now. Looking at the data sets now, let's think like a data analyst now. Okay, okay. Thank you. That is where I'm going. So once you are working with profit or you're working with interest, and you're analyzing your chart, the first thing that you want to see is, okay, what subcategory has the highest profit, which one does not have profit at all. So we see that for table, they had no profit at all. We see that for bookcases, there is lots of profit. We will see that in supplies too, a little bit of it too. Yeah. And that is why when you see your data label here, this my um x axis, you see we have minus $50, $50,000. Can you see that now? So this minus is telling me the values for the profits, for the non-profit. Yeah, for the non-profit. Do you get that? Are we lost? You are lost. Okay, so what I'm saying is, since we are working with sum of profit and sum of sales, now from this 0.00 to $350,000, that is our sum of sales. This minus means the non-profit subcategory. You see that for this table, it's moving backwards, it's not moving forward. So since it's moving backwards, if I should stay on it, you see we have what? Sum of profits as this. The value for it is what? Minus $17,725. That is, they had the lost profit of 17,000. Do you get that now? That's why we have this minus 50 on our chart here. Understood? So I don't need this. I hide this. I don't need this. I take it off. What else? Okay, I think I'm done with this. Yeah. So let's go back to, oh, don't if you are not following me, oh, I don't have chat title. Okay. So you should rename this as sales and profit by product subcategory. A product subcategory. So I'm done with this. Let's rename this. This would be what should I rename this as? Okay, subcategory. I have category. Subcategory. Okay. What else do I want to analyze? So we've done for dates, we've done for category, we've done for subcategory. Now, if you look at the data set very well, we'll see that we have ship mode, we have segment, and we have region. So with that now, I just want to get the profit on either of it. I click on any of it, I click on insert, pivot table, add this to my data model, click on OK. Now what I want to do is, excuse me, you click on all, and let's go to product. No, let's go to sales. No, let's go to, okay, location. Do we have region here? Yeah, we have region. So let's click on region. I want to get the profit by region. Okay, you format this currency in one decimal place. Since I have just central, east, south, and west, so I would be using my donut chart. Okay, yep, I don't need this, you remove it. um I don't need this too. Let me just put my data label. Let it be call out. No, I don't want call out, just show out. Okay, I'm moving the legend. So I click on this just as what I explained the other time. I right click, I go to format data label. I want it to show the category name exactly. So I can now drag it just for clearer. Okay, okay, okay. Yep. So we have west, central, east, and this. So I just renamed this as profit by region. Profit by region. Control A. Okay. So I've gotten my profit by region. Now looking at this, let me rename this region. Okay. Going back to our order, we see that we have on our ship mode, we have second class, we have same day, we have second class, and we have the standard. Okay, so let's see which of these ship mode has the highest profit. Pivot chart, add this to my data label, yes. Then I now go to where is it? Where is it? Ship mode, yeah. I drag this. I'm doing that with profit. You go to your number format again, currency in one decimal, yep. We go to pivot chart. Since it's just four, I'll still use my donut. Okay, I would increase this. You remove this. I right click on this. I hide value. If you hide from all the chart, it will affect your chart too. So you're just hiding value field button on chart. I click on my pause sign. I remove the legend. I add data label to it. I click on my data label, right click on your data label, format your data label. Then you add category name. Then you drag this out just for people to see what you are analyzing. Okay. You drag this out, you drag this out, you drag this out. Then we rename this as profit by ship mode. Yep. Profit by Ship mode. Okay. Yeah, we have that. And I also want to see one of those profits. We have to rename this to ship mode. Okay. Then let's see profit by segments. We add segments here. Mm, insert pivot table. Add this to my data model. Okay. You go to all segment. I think the segment should be here. Let's search for segment. Okay, it's not here. Let me see. Customer table. Okay. Now the segment. On the segment, we have consumer, corporate, and the home office. I want to see the profits. Okay. The same thing, you right click, number format, currency -1. Now, note, if you are working with Nigeria currency, you can change it here. Oh. When you click on this symbol, you would see different currency there. I think it used to show Benin something something something. Let's look for Nigeria currency. Nigeria currency. Okay. Can you see that now? We have Igbo, we have Kanuri, we have Yoruba. That's it. Both of them, they all have the Naira sign, right? So I'm just showing you that we don't need the Naira sign here. Then we go back to our pivots. Since it's just three, I will use my donut chart also. Increase this. I don't need this. Click on the plus sign. Sorry, are we still together? Okay. Add data label, remove legend, click on the data label, right click, format. I'm adding category name to it, then I'm dragging them out. Dragging them out. Okay. Then I'm renaming this as no 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 no. Don't mind me. Pivot, pivot, pi, this, okay. I'm removing this, my plus sign, I'm adding data label, I'm removing legend, I'm clicking on my data label, right clicking, format data label, I'm adding category name, then I'm dragging this out, dragging this out, I'm dragging this out. And I want to rename this to be profit by segment. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let me see. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. I've not renamed this, so this should be, let's rename this as segments. Okay, so okay, let me just do everything together. We'll be working with a slicer too. Let me show you how to do slicer on Excel. You click on any of the cell, click on insert, pivot, add this data to this, you click on this. Now I want to make slicer. The slicer is here. Can you see it on your pivot table chart? You see insert slicer. Can you see that? So once you click on insert slicer, oh no 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 no, I don't need it with this. Let's go back to, you click on all, yes, then you click on insert slicer. It will now ask you that which do you want to insert slicer? So I think I want to insert slicer on city. Let me click on city. Then you click on OK. So this is our slicer for city. Let me increase this. Does it make any sense like this? Now you see where this column is. Let's increase the column by, let's say 3 is okay. Yeah, it still makes sense this way. Yep. Okay, so we have our slicer. And when I was filtering on the data set, let me name this as city slicer. Or better still, I can put all my slicer in one page, so I won't have too many tabs. But before then, when I was checking this, looking at the date, we'll see that I had 2014 to 2017. And from our chart here, we really did it by month. From our category chart here, we really did our date chart here, we really did by month. So let's add a slicer that would pick for each year. Do you get what I'm saying? So segment city slicer. So I want to add another slicer. Click on this, click on pivot table chart, click on insert slicer. I want to add slicer on date, 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 date. Is this slicer I'm meant to use or timeline? Okay, let me see for other dates first. Let's see how it looks. Click on OK. Mm, so this is not giving me what I want. Mm, I'm coming. Let's delete this. It will be insert timeline. Yep. So do you know why I'm using timeline now? I don't want it for slicer. It will be giving me for each day. Day one, day two, day three, day four, and to be too much. We only need the day. So just this, then we'll have this. So if I click on this, I want just the year. Do you get what I just did now? Okay. Now, and we still have to do our slicer settings. For the slicer settings, okay, I think I will do that when I'm building my dashboard so you don't get confused. Because for slicer, I still have to click on this. I have to report connection. So what chart do I want the slicer to make connection with? So with this, we are done with our chart. The next thing for us is to build our dashboard. So let me rename this as dashboard. This is where the work comes in. So if I want to do my dashboard, I have to start removing. So the first thing, we go to view. Once you click on view, I want to remove the grid lines. Okay. I want to remove the formula bar. I want to remove the headings. I want to remove this. I cancel this. And I also want to collapse this. Now we have we have enough space, right? Eh? So now that we have this, we now go back, go to your category chart, you stay on the chart, go, then you press Ctrl C. Once you press on Ctrl C, you go back to where your dashboard is. Boom. I stay, then I press Ctrl V. Nope. Ctrl Z. Okay. So this is where the works comes in. Me, I love designing. So let's just still leave it this way. Okay. Let's go back to our next chart. We have the date. Stay on the chart. Press Ctrl C. You go back to your dashboard. Press Ctrl V. Okay, we have this. Let's just still leave it this way. Go back here. The next one is subcategory. You stay here. Control C, you go back to your dashboard, Control V. Okay. Let me just move this up. Let me move this here. Though I'll still resize everything. Oh. Uh-huh. I just want to bring everything here first. Stay here. What's the next one? I think it is region. You stay Control C, dashboard, Control V, come back here. Okay. I go back. The next one is ship mode. You press your Control C, dashboard. Mm-hmm. The next one, stay off the chart. The next one is, I think, segments, right? You come here, Control C, go back to your dashboard, Control V. Okay. Then the last one is slicer, right? So hey, no more space. So okay, let me just shrink my dashboard first. So with this, you can still come this way, come this way. Oh, I didn't move the grid lines for this. You can still do that here. That's one sweet thing about it. I've removed the grid lines. Okay. So let's have this here. Okay. You see how this donut chart? You can still be smaller. Yep. Yeah. Control Z. I don't want to see this thing again. I think you're already frustrating me. Okay. I just told you I don't want to see you. Let's shrink it. Let's reduce this. Let's reduce this. Okay. Let's reduce this also. Okay. Let me have this here. Let me have this here. Increase this. Okay. And let me have this here. It's still much. Let's move this up. Let's move this. And we have this. Okay, I think I still have to shrink this one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay. And this, let me just bring you here. I can reduce this. Okay. And what else? Let me bring you here. Okay. Okay. What else? Okay, I think I have enough space now. That's good. Okay. So, since I have enough space, let me bring this. Let's drag it up. Yeah. And let me bring it down a bit. Let me increase this. Okay. Now I drag this here and I move this a bit. I bring down you. Okay, so what I want to do now, when you're building dashboard, you have to be very careful. Everything they are aligned. So since I have enough space, there's no need of me shrinking this. Yep. Okay, okay. And we are just having this enough space because we are using Excel. If it was Power BI does not have this luxurious space for you to use. So now I can bring in my slicer. You come here, Control C, you go back to your dashboard, then I press Control V. Okay, they're too big. Let me shrink you. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want it to align with this. Yeah, makes more sense. Let me see. Are they aligned? Let's move it a bit. Okay. Yeah, we got that. So the next thing is okay, this one they are not aligned at the bottom. No, 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 no. Now you need to be very cautious of Excel. Once you drag, Excel can come down. You have more than a page. So that's why I'm managing my space to make sure that I did not pass this worksheet. Did you get that? So the next thing is to bring my other dates, Control C, and this Control V. Yep. So I have to shrink this too. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, so I can increase it here now. Just stay here. Then I can move it up a bit. Yeah, just for it to align with this. Okay, I think all our charts are here now, right? So the next thing is to do is to make interactions between our slicer. So let's go to slicer. Report connection. So since it is city, I want it should affect all my charts. So I'm clicking on everything. Okay, before that, let me show you what it means first. Let me cancel this. If I click on I'll be kini kini, you can see that nothing happens to the chart. No interactions between them. So what I want to do now is I want to create relationship between them or connections between them. So I click on everything because I want it to affect all my charts. Then I click OK. Immediately, if I click on Akron, then the magics happen. If I click on this, it moves. If I click on this, if I click on this, so you can see the difference. You can still come down. You can still come down like that, like that, like that. So let me filter off. Now, let me also make my timeline settings. So for timeline now, when we are dealing with timeline, report connection, let me see, it should affect everything too, since I've put it to be year, not month. So I'm basically concerned with this my line chart. So when I want to check for 2014, this is the this is for 2014. Let me see 2015. Okay. 2016. Wonderful. 2017. Awesome. So I can clear off this. Excuse me. So let me just move this up. Yeah. So I think the next thing now is adding what's it called now? What do they call this thing in Power BI? I want to add um oh shit. I cannot remember. Okay, but let me do it. I forgot the name. I want to add cards. Okay, yes, I want to add cards. So one thing about Excel cards is you be the one to do your cards by yourself. So let's go to insert. Let's go to text box. I can draw my text box here. Awesome. Now I want to know the total sum of sales, right? Yes. So let's get the total sum of sales. So to get the total sum of sales for these two, we have to go back to our orders. We click on any of these, click on insert, click on pivot, add this to this and this. I just want to get the total number of sales. So I just add it to my value. So we have the total number of sales, number format, currency, minus one. Okay. So we see that we have two. So this one now you are doing it manually, but you are just adding this sum of sales. You are adding it to your text box. Do you get what I'm saying? So we have 2297. Somebody should help me cram this. 2297 200. Let me say of sum of sales. We have 2297. Okay, then point nine, Abby. Yeah, point nine. So with this, I just come here. I bold this. Um, Let me change the font size to 16. Let me change this to 28. Okay. Then let me bring this to the center. Okay. Let me also bring this to the center. Now it makes more sense. And don't forget to add your dollar sign. Yep. So with this my shape format, let me do some, let's have some, you know, let me put it this way. I love it. I love it to be, say, to look more like a Power BI. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes more sense this way. Okay. Which one? Okay, so you go back to your shape format, then you go to shape effects. I can add any effect. Okay. So I think I want to change the effect to this. Yeah, but I don't really like this. The shadow is too much. So let me go back to this. I think I prefer this. So we already have for this. Let's add another text box for insert text box. We have this. Now we want to have the total profit. I think is better we have the total profit too. So that will be our total profit. Total profit. Control B, Control E. Okay. So for total profit, let me go back to this place. I'll just remove this. I'll go to where profit is. I'll add it. Or better still, I can even add everything to it. So I know about profit. Okay, let me make profit comes. Yeah. So for profit now, number format, currency minus one. Okay. So somebody should help me cram it. 286397. 286397. 286397. Don't forget to add your dollar sign. Okay, so I feel I used, let me see, what font size? I used 16, okay. 16. I think I used 28. Yeah. Yep. You can see it's not showing. It's showing, telling me that I should increase my, yeah. So the same thing again, shape format. I go here, present, then I add this to it, then I lock up. So I had the sum of sales, I had the total profit. And what other card do you feel is important to be on this chart? Um, let's look at the total quantity sold because we never visualized anything like quantity sold, right? So let's go back to my sheet now. Excuse me. Now I want to get the total quantity sold. So since it is quantity, it is number, right? So let's just leave it this way. So this is 37873. 37873. So insert text box. Okay. So we have this as total quantity sold. Control A, Control B, Control E. What's the value again? 37873. Yep. So let's make this I use 16 and I use 28 for this. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Shape format, this, and this. Awesome. Then I have, so our this thing doesn't have a title yet. So what do you think we have to do? You have to shrink this. You can come down a bit. Yeah, come down. So if this is coming down, this should be coming down. Yes. Don't move, don't move. Yeah. And this should be coming down. So this should be coming down as well. This should be coming down as well. We can reduce this. This should be coming down as well. We can also reduce this. Yep. Then I can just bring this one. I can bring it here. I can bring this. I can bring it here. I can bring this. I can bring it here. Okay, this one is not centered yet. Okay. So we are adding, now I want to add our title text box, but now I want it to fill this place. Let's have it this way. So what will be our title? Superstore sales report, blah 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 blah. So Control E, let it be centered. Superstore sales report. Control A, Control B. Um, let's increase the. Let's go with 32. Okay, I think I still have space. Let me bring this down a bit. Yeah. So this is centered. Superstore sales report. Let me just press enter. So the data set is from what year to what year? Nobody's here again. No. That's from 2014 to 2017. So I have to make this smaller. Okay, 18 is fine. So shape format. I want to add color to it. What color? Let me just put blue, sha. Sha, 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 sha. So if I'm adding blue to it, I need to make this white. Okay. Yeah. So we are done. We are done. Control Shift F1. Yeah. So I just pressed Control Shift F1 for me to have this. So what else do you feel we should do? Though I love designing, though, I can bring this down now since I have enough space. Since I got enough space. Since I've got okay, okay, okay. So um, so I come here, I go to design, change colors. Then let me see what color do I love. Should we use green and blue? Nope, nope. Um, let me see. Oh, these are weird colors. Okay, since you want to work with colors, let me just pick this. So I have to make same thing for everything. I think I use this, right? Oh, I'm not here yet. Click on this, design, change color. Okay, click on this, design, change color. You can see I'm picking the same color for everything. So they will have the same color format. So your dashboard will not look like masquerade. Change color. You got change color to this also. Okay. So we have too many space here. Let me bring this here. Let me drag this here. Yeah, drag this here. Okay, drag this also. Okay. So for our other dates, I'm not sure we can change this one. Okay. Do we have green? We have green. Okay. For city slicer, we have green also. Okay. So since we are working with that, I have to change the color of this shape fill. Um, I have too many green. Let me just use a gray color. Yep. Does this make sense? Okay, since I have this, let me put some outline color. Let me put the green we have been focusing on. Okay, outline. Let me just shape fill. Yeah, outline, shape fill. Yep. Okay. What else? I think we are done. Okay, I didn't bold this. Okay. Any question of the day? Okay. Okay, so you want me to add background to this too? Okay. So with that, we go to inserts. I go to pictures. Where is it? Picture. So let me go to my downloads. Let me see. Oh shit, I can't see it from here. Desktop documents. Okay. Instead of me, doing that. Let me just download something online. Let's have a conference meeting. Conference meeting P images. Okay. So let me just download this. Save as. Where is it saving as? Okay. Documents. Okay. So I go back to my Excel. I come back here, insert, I go to my picture, and I no no no, I'm not moving anything. I'm not moving anything. Okay. So quick access, it should be there. Yep. So this is our picture, right? Now the work starts. Control Shift F1. Okay. So I'm dragging this, dragging this, dragging this. I'm bringing this here. Okay. I'm bringing this here. I'm bringing this here. I right click on it. Then I say what? Send to back. Did you get that? Now that we've sent it to back, at Lilo saying. So the thing is now it's looking weird. Like really, 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 really weird. So what I'm gonna do is let me see this picture format now. I have to make it blurry and some, you get what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we come here, picture correction. Okay, I think it's now blurry. Okay, 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 okay. I'm changing the brightness. Okay, awesome. Contrast. Okay. Now we now have to start removing the background for all of this. So for this, you right click, fill. You have to remove this fill. No fill. Can you see that? You come back here, right click, fill and no fill. You come back here, fill and no fill. Hey, I still have to work on this color. Okay, that's not no fill. Let me see. No fill. Okay, 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 okay. I'm coming. I think I used to do something. Let me see. Fill and no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. No fill. So picture format, brightness. Come back here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Sharp. What else? Picture color. This one used to take time because I have to. Oh my god. Okay. Where is it? I used to change the what's it called? Chat option, shadow. Let me see. Transparency. No field. Solid field. Gradient field. Pattern field. Automatic. Gradient. Yep, 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 yep. So my gradient now. Let me pick color. Let me see this. I'm coming. I'm picking color. It takes time. Let's make this. Let's make this. The, okay, 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 okay. So let me see what I have here first. Yeah. And I cannot format. Let me see. I think I should be able to format Painter. Let me see. Let me see. Format Painter. Let me format it here. Oh shit! It doesn't work for it. So I have to do this one after the other. Damn. Okay. Okay. I think it did that automatically. Okay. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Mm, let me change this to. I want to change this color. It's not looking. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, not shape outline, please. Shape fill. Let's have this. Nope. 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 That's too sharp. Okay. Yeah, this makes more sense. Any other question? Though I don't like putting background in my Excel because it takes time. So we've got this. No, 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 no. The background is still there. It's not showing our plain white background again. But I just added my chat what's it called? Chat background back. Because I didn't I want to work with the background. That means I have to change all my colors. I have to change the colors and some other things. Wow. Let me save this. Okay. Yeah, you do. Who is that's GB, right? Is that Max? I'll send it to you, don't worry. Okay, Control Shift F1 is just to remove the ribbon. Like to remove all these tabs. If I press Control Shift F1, it clears them off. And if I want to bring them back, I bring them back this way. Okay, so let me stop recording first. I'm coming.